Hey, what's going on, guys? Airflying 2 Caps are bringing you guys another video. Here today, I'm going to talk to you guys about the recap of Mlg Anaheim. I was literally glued to my seat the whole event. It's a little bit late. It's a couple days after it's ended, but I didn't really have time, so I do apologize ahead of time for that. So if you're like, why is this guy talking about this 3 days after it happened? That's why, but, it's still going to be just as good. So let's go ahead and get started with the placings. Evil Geniuses topped, got first place. Optic Gaming came in second. TCM, a European team, comes in third, and Curse Black comes in fourth. I believe, Optic Nation wins the open bracket. I kind of thought they would, as well as Rise Nation, Justice, and Elevate, along with, like I said, Optic Nation will be in Season 3, along with, Envy, Optic, EG, etc., etc. Some surprise placings for me. I thought Envy didn't do very well. I think they got like 6th or 7th. Not very impressed with them. TK did about the same. Not very well either. Curse Black did pretty well. They got 4th place. A lot of teams were thinking that they were just what you call a modem team, which means they're based on their internet. They have a team house. That's why they're good. That you connect to the internet. Obviously, they're going to be good. But I think they really showed off. Burnsoff had a really, really good event. I thought he was like one of the best at the event. He did really great, so I think they showed that they're not just an internet team, that they can also play on LAN, which I was kind of surprised about myself. So, next, TCM, it's a very high placing. They're the first EU team to top, or I think to place top 4. I don't think any other team has placed top 8. I know a lot of the US teams were saying, I know TK said that they're not used to playing them. EU teams are much more fast-paced, and they're not used to it. Their search games are way quicker. They're not, they're not up to par. How should I say? It's like you're used to this rush happening, but they all rush to B side. It's just crazy how fast they were. And I thought Moose had a really good event. I know it sounds kind of weird, but Moose had a really great event as well as some other players like Gunshi and stuff. But they had really great events. So shout out to them. They did really well. So props to TCM. I'm going to give you guys some surprise moments in my eyes that really surprised me. Zuma, if you guys are familiar, from Denial, he was the new captain. I think he can get picked up actually by a really, really good team. Zuma, if you guys aren't familiar, Denial did very, very well. I think they beat Curse Black pretty well, really well, and they eventually lost to Optic 3-0 and lost to someone else, I think. But they had a really great event. Zuma played out of his mind. He's the new captain of their team. I think he's a really great young player. He can get picked up by some premier teams if they're needing any. I'm sure there's going to be some trades coming up soon. So yeah. Envy not placing well was also a very big surprise. Optic 3-0ing Envy. I was not thinking that was going to happen. I thought it might be like a 3-2, 3-1. Well, not even a 3-1. I thought it was going to be close. I really thought it was going to come down to the final map, Search and Destroy. I was wondering what the last map was going to be, but it turned out it didn't really matter. Another crazy thing that happened, Crim6, because I just call him Crimbot. He got 20 kills in an S&D. He literally got more kills in the S&D than he did in the next Blitz. That is insane. I've never seen anyone get 20 kills as well. I don't think I've ever seen anyone get above 15 kills. I believe they said someone got 19 once, but he tops that and just dominates. I don't know. Crim's on another level. Let's just be honest. Crim is crazy. Another crazy thing that happened: Curse Black loses to Denial, comes back. Like I said, they already lost and beats TK and Envy, and they end up getting 4th. Like that, I had no idea that was gonna happen. And that was just insane. One of the best matches was actually with Curse Black and FaZe Red. They tied, and they had an S&D that was, they had their whole series was 2 hours long. It was like, I believe Benson, I can't remember who else, it might have been Fwiz was casting. And they literally talked for, that they couldn't, what happened, what came down to the final end was, it was round 11, and they were trying to see who's going to be on defense, and they literally had the exact same amount of kills for each team. And usually whoever has the most kills gets to play defense, which is a higher situation. It's a better situation for you. So since they were tied, they didn't really know who to put on defense. They didn't want to be unfair, so they just restarted the map. You're like, screw it, we're gonna restart it, and that made the match much longer. It's almost like they played 2 S&Ds. So it was a crazy match. I believe Curse Black came out and won it, but still, it was just a crazy match. and I think one of the best that I've ever seen, to be honest. And I wasn't really expecting. I kind of wasn't looking forward to it. But moving on, I'm gonna list some players that did really well. Some of them are not a shock. Some of them are. Scumpy went off. Scump and Crim, I believe, are on another level. They're on level 10 while everyone else is on like level 7, trying to get to level 8. They're completely dominating everyone. Like I said, Crim got like Crim got, like I said, a 20 kills in S&D. Scump got, I think, 89 kills in 3 games. That's insane. You're going 30, and 29. That's I don't know. It's like I said, Zuma went off. Formal had a great event. Sensor had some moments. Sensor had some really great moments. And Moose and PD, 2 separate players, don't want to sound alike, from TCM, both did very, very well. I thought PD had a great event. I don't really know too much about PD, but yeah. 2 teams that are really just stick out from everyone now. I mean, it's kind of shown since what happened. The 2 teams, like I said, it's EG and Optic. Optic Gaming, they're it as of now. They dominate. They're crazy. They 3-0 everyone. They even 3-1 themselves. So I'll talk about what happened in the grand final in just a second. But some trades that could happen. I can see Envious trading. I can see Envy getting rid of Parasite. I don't really see them getting rid of Steady. It's possible, but I don't really see it. FaZe Red, I just think they need to disassemble. I mean, they're not good. They're not up to par. They're not on the same level that they need to be. FaZe Black, they're not happy. Sensor's not happy with his team. I can see them maybe losing a couple players, whether that's true. I mean, they might not. They might stick it out, but FaZe they just need kind of like a makeover, if that makes any sense at all. I think FaZe Red should just disassemble or get some new players with JCap and stuff. Classic didn't have a very good event, and I just get rid of him, man. No offense. That's just my opinion. He's not very consistent. And yeah, but some teams that are not going to be in Season 3, Curse Orange, SB, and Vex Gaming. I don't believe SB and Vex were even in the championship bracket, or the, whatever you call it, the winners bracket. I don't know what you call that exactly, but Curse Orange, not looking good for them. I know Miyagi and Mud Dog aren't happy with Curse at all. I don't know how that's going to work out. Hopefully it works out for them. I can see Curse Orange is a good team, but it's like the same situation with FaZe Red. I don't really know what's going to happen with them. SB and Vex. SB are very confident. Their owners, end of story. I really like him. He's a really cool guy. I met him at MLG Orlando. He's a really stand-up guy. He loves Call of Duty. He loves the team. I don't see them disassembling. He's one of the strongest owners, I believe, in the Call of Duty scene, Call of Duty MLG scene. So I don't see them getting rid of one another, but or one of the players. But yeah. If I can name an MVP for this event, I'm gonna say it's one of these guys. It's gonna be Scump. It's gonna be Moose from TCM, Scump from Optic. It's gonna be Zuma from Denial, or it's going to be Crimbot, obviously from EG. I thought Scump and Crimbot, Crim6, whatever. Scump and Crim had the best events out of everyone just because they were in the finals. I don't know who to give it to. I'm not going to be a Greenwall fan and say it's Scump. I'm not going to be, give it to the team that won, because I don't think necessarily that, I believe if Crim had terrible teammates that people wouldn't consider him the MVP. But it just comes down to just skill. I mean, they have amazing skill. They're above everyone else. Everyone knows it. But I'm going to lay out the grand final game. Optic came really close. It came down to Dom series. They won 2-1. Optic won the Blitz. Well, you know what? Let me just say it this way. So Optic had a chance to play EG to go to the grand final, right? EG 3-0s them. Karma went off in every single event, dominated them, no problem. Wasn't even a close match, any game. Optic goes on to go to the losers bracket. They play TCM to go to the grand finals to rematch. They beat TCM 3-0. They dominate them. Nothing was really that close. I think the Search and Destroy was, but Optic came out and clutched up. They face EG. They lose the first 2 maps. They come back. I believe it was the Freight Blitz. Do great. There were some signs of life. There was a domination. What map was it? I think. What game? What was it? I'm trying to remember which Blitz it was. It came down to a domination. That's what it was. Sorry, I apologize. It comes down to a domination. Optic are up, I believe, 37 points with like a minute and 30 remaining. what Glacier said was, I heard an interview with him. He said, we thought we had it. We thought, we weren't really making call-outs. We thought that we had the game, and that's what we believed we did. And, they didn't make call-outs. EG comes back, makes a 3-cap, or gets a 3-cap, which means that Optic can't score any more points. They come back and win by like 4 or 5 points, and it's a shock to me, because I had no idea it was happening, as well as other people I don't think knew it was going to happen. And they just come out of nowhere and they win. It was like, oh, what just happened? We thought, and then I think the next map might have been Freight S&D, and Optic is great at Freight S&D. Well, I think it might have been Freight. Well, they're really good at the next map, whatever it was. I know they're good at Freight S&D, so I assumed it was that. I know a lot of people are saying that they choked and that they didn't clutch up. To be honest, EG came out of nowhere. They had like 3 kills back to back to back, and they just started owning them. And you can't stop EG slang power. In the 3-0 game that they won, I think they had three pieces back to back to back. I think it was like Karma, Crim, and then Karma again. Might have been TP. I think TP was in there too. So it might have been 4 3-pieces back. I mean, they can shut it down when they need to, and they absolutely dominated. But great event. This was a great event. Mlg Anaheim, one of the best. It was the biggest crowd, I think. No, that was it's like the biggest crowd ever at an MLG Call of Duty event. As well as Call of Duty, StarCraft was there, Super Smash Bros was there, Killer Instinct and Injustice, and like I said, Call of Duty was there. My opinion, top 5 event. Great event. Loved it. Great. I do have a Twitter, Facebook, live stream, all that stuff. It's always linked in my videos. It's always /airflying2kops, so it's the same thing as my YouTube. I always post some stuff on there. My tweets are pretty cool. I post some cool stuff on Facebook and on that, and live stream. Not all the time, but I live stream regularly, and a lot of the videos that you guys see are from my live stream. So, make sure to click all the links down below, and I guess I'll see you guys later. Once again, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, and I will see you guys hopefully soon. Peace out.